Well, the Department of the Environment got a proposal as per procedure where you have a concept of an undertaking, be it petroleum, residential, tourism, that's how it starts. And so we look at it from various angles to see or to determine based on law in the scheduling of the E.I.A regs if it requires an E.I.A, if it falls under Schedule 1, no? Or if it falls under Schedule 2, which is may or may not require an E.I.A, based on the details or none at all. Also based on precedents we have had in the sector or the industry or the type of project. So we did get something from Petroleum and Geology as the interested party that is working with these. And it started with a multi-beam assessment or survey. So we reviewed it. We looked at the methodologies they were proposing to do it, the areas they are talking about, and we look at the policies that we have in terms of procedures and legislation. And we understood that one, it was a non-intrusive type methodology. Two, it was far outside any protected area, marine reserve or so on. And three, we said that it was something that instituting a few mitigation measures that are internationally acceptable can be done. So we did approve the multi-beam survey or assessment.
Right. What recommendation was given to cabinet? Because cabinet makes decisions based upon technical. Give us a technical rationale for the wavering of the environmental impact assessment.
It wasn't wavering as you're putting it. We assessed again, you had the second proposal, which is then based on the multi-beam survey and results, you would have a second phase, which is of interest, the seismic survey. Apparently, these are doing the two in one initiative due to expense, equipment, whatever it is. So when we started to review the second proposal, which is the seismic, the research seismic survey that you're talking about, again, we reviewed based on history, based on procedure and law. There has been this misinformation out there that the law says that any seismic has to do an E.I.A. That's not so. The environmental impact assessment regulations, like I mentioned, has Schedule 1 and 2. Schedule 1 is a list of projects that have to do E.I.A. regardless. Schedule 2 has may or may not. Seismics fall under Schedule 2, may or may not. Why? Because seismic depends on the methodology, is non-intrusive. In land, is even less intrusive than on the marine. So when we look at Schedule 2, it says may or may not. We looked at the methodology that is being proposed in this seismic survey.